What is up there, beautiful people, and welcome to another edition of Just Trending News. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I upload new videos. So today we're speaking everything that's related to the alleged cheating scandal of Davido's. Okay, so if you don't already know, let me quickly bring you up to speed. Basically, over the past couple of days, Davido, who is a Nigerian superstar, an African superstar actually, has been trending all over social media. On Instagram, I saw my Peppa and a blog about this, and also on Twitter about an alleged, cheating scandal that involves himself and an American lady by the name of Anita Brown. Okay, so obviously all throughout Twitter and throughout the days, people have been ripping him to shreds because, obviously we know that Davido is currently a married man, and he is married to his wife Chioma. That's what I believe. That's what I know, right? So this morning, I believe it was the early hours of this morning, but I do speak under correction, Anita Brown, who is alleged to be pregnant with Davido's child, and also who was also allegedly in a relationship with Davido while he was married, this morning she went on a Twitter rant, and let me tell you guys, she dragged Davido to filth. Okay, so obviously in a series of tweets, I believe, I saw it on Twitter, she basically stated a lot of things alleging that Davido is and I will call this, I'm quoting her actually, a disgusting man, talking about his cheating scandals, also to the point where she even mentioned Davido's wife or partner. I'm not too sure if they're legally married, but Davido's wife or partner, with Chioma, and their deceased son. Okay, so let me just quickly bring you up to speed. So Davido, not currently, but like a couple of years ago, I don't know if it was last year or the year before last year, I do speak under correction, but unfortunately he suffered a huge loss in his life. Him and his current wife Chioma actually lost their son. Okay, so I believe the incident happened at their home, whereby the son was supposed to be watched by their housekeeper. In situations where there's a house and there's a pool, those situations are really, really quite dangerous, because children often do wander into areas where there's a swimming pool. That's exactly what Davido's son did. There was a video footage of this that was doing the rounds on social media at the time, and unfortunately, the son got into the swimming pool. He could not swim, so he, sadly passed away. So I just want to start off by offering condolences, obviously, once again, to Davido and Chioma, and to anyone else who might have been affected by the passing of their son. And I just want to express my condolences once again, and obviously may the sweet, beautiful boy continue resting in peace, right? So I'm going to be reading a couple of tweets from Chioma, not Chioma, from Anita Brown, who is the alleged mistress to Davido. So it's very important to note that I'm not going to read everything, because she really did go on quite a long rant. What I will do is, as I'm speaking in this video, I'm sure I have been putting up the pictures. I will put up pictures and screenshots of some of the tweets that she tweeted, so that you can actually see and read for yourself. If it's going too fast, please feel free to pause the video and actually read, because you need to see everything. This woman dragged Davido to filth. Okay, so the first tweet that I'm going to read is, why do you blame the death of your child and use it as an excuse for all your nasty behavior? Wow, the same vajayjay that was on OnlyFans years ago, you was licking weeks ago. Okay, and then she proceeds to say, you are the devil, an effing liar. Okay, you effing damn near want to sleep with your own girl cousin if you haven't already. Creepy ass weird shit. You can't even control your pee with your family members, let alone anybody you lay eyes on. You are the devil. You should be ashamed of your behavior. Gross. Okay, and then she proceeds to say, ask him how I taste. Okay, she also says, the same coochie y'all saw online was getting eating just a few weeks ago. As to now, that phrase y'all use me as your personal button. Okay, so she also says, send me more of the lingo, I'm jacking all of it. Use me as your personal go get a life button. Nah, y'all got it. I laughed this hard in my life. So I'm assuming she meant I have never laughed this hard in my life. I'm just having fun. So if you don't follow me, you will be restricted. I'm in tears at dinner right now, son. Y'all are funny as hell. Americans are not this funny. My stomach hurts so bad from laughing. Okay, she also says, the other day was a warm-up. I got an ace in the hole. Don't let me play my entire hand. And she goes, people use the internet to gain sympathy, but be outside having a blast Xing or sexing everything, moving, loving every woman, lying to every woman. The only reason it wasn't the right time to have my baby, according to him, was not because of a wife, but the wrong time. Okay. She can also say, I can see why he loved abortion. I don't want to properly pronounce that word. His wife had a few of them before they finally got a son. Effing evil ass people. From the time I known you, you've been having females calling about his babies and abortion. Dirtbag, could never. So yeah, she went on a variety of tweets, you guys. Those are just some of them. In some of the tweets, she actually also alleged that obviously this is things that she has been saying, well, according to the tweets that we saw on the tweets, something to the tune of, Davido was never really sad when his son passed away, because he had said to her, let's let all of this die down. She also proceeded to say in some of these tweets that she doesn't want to be the wife. I'm assuming that she's saying that she's comfortable being the side chick. She said a lot of different things, you guys, and honestly, I am just super shocked. Okay, before I give my opinion on this, I just want to put out a disclaimer. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I can in this situation, because honestly there is a lot going on. Okay, because at some point she was speaking directly about Davido's son, and the fact that his son has now been deceased. While she was alluding to that fact, she obviously did not say son in those direct words, but we were able to read between the lines and see that she was alluding to the passing of Davido's son. Let me actually read you some of these tweets. She says, that's why you got bad luck and bad-ish keep happening with you. At Davido, you are the devil, your entire existence. And then she says, pathetic, you should be ashamed. You're dirty, actually, and placing blame on women is even worse. Be a real man. And she said, would you have married if your child didn't die? Your child passing warrants you to have sex with a bunch of different women raw, but we have to respect what that your child has passed almost a year ago and that you have a newlywed. Okay. And then she says, this is what y'all call a good example in Nigeria. Y'all should be ashamed. Pathetic. I don't ever need to seek vengeance, because what God has done to you and will do to you later will show you, and that's enough for me. So sad. All you know how to do is beg females, beg to try to get what you want. Pathetic excuse of a man. You wasn't capable of being a good father. That's what God took it. That's why I'm assuming God took it from you. Clown. And then she says, her baby died months ago and you call her manic to the girl you're sleeping with, but I'm supposed to feel sympathy. This is the person y'all look up to. Same man that said Chioma was manic right now. Davido talk about empowering women. Okay, and then she says, evil ass Nigerian man, devil worshippers acting like they fear God. Please, when you do wrong by people, karma is real. God going to keep taking away things you love the most until you learn. You reap what you sow. Okay, she then went on to basically say Nigerians, and not so many words, excuse me. She went on to say, allude to the fact that Nigerians are evil, because she kept on saying evil as Nigerians that claim to fear God. And honestly, you guys, the situation is so super sad. But before I give out my disclaimer, before I proceed with this video, I just want to give out a disclaimer. I'm going to try to be as blunt as possible and as unbiased as possible. Obviously, this is 100% my opinion, and all of this is being alleged, as I also stated at the start of this video, right? Also, excuse all of the profanity in this video. I really did try to exclude all of the swear words and the effings and the a-holes and all of those words, but she swears a lot. There's no easy way to go about this. Okay, so in my personal opinion, obviously Davido is to blame. That is, we're just pointing out the obvious at this point. In no way, shape or form should you be a married man and be gallivanting in these streets, having unprotected sex with different women, allegedly, as what she has said, disrespecting your marriage, and also allegedly speaking about the passing of your son, and also your wife, calling your wife manic to your side chick, your alleged side chick. Okay, in no way, shape or form should you be doing that, because that does make you come across as a vile human being. And let me tell you something, this lady in one of the tweets also stated, or allegedly stated, that he's got 6 baby mamas that he is not supporting financially. So that just goes on to say that he is used to, in my opinion, having unprotected sex with different women and cheating on his wife. I think at this point we're not even shocked when a man does what this woman, Anita, is alleging that Davido has done, because a lot of men cheat, right? And a lot of men have children that basically children out of their marriages, children on their wives. A lot of men do it, and I think it's even a bigger problem when it comes to all of these celebrities and all of these men, because women often tend to, rich men, women often tend to throw themselves at rich men because obviously they want that financial security and that financial freedom, and they, most often, especially with these superstars, Nigerian, American, South African, they always want to get pregnant by these men. So obviously having unprotected sex with a superstar, to them, even though they know that these men sleep with anything that walks, and most of the time they do it without using protection, they don't mind doing that and putting their lives at risk, because they know that the reward that they're going to reap, which is financial freedom, will be much, much bigger. They don't even consider the potential STIs and STDs and all of these incurable diseases that can be transmitted through sexual intercourse, especially unprotected sexual intercourse, right? And she did say something, and I think I'll include this as well, the tweet, that alluded to the fact that he does not care about sexually transmitted diseases, right? With that being said, obviously Davido is dead as wrong for everything that is being alleged that he did. Something else that I wanted to point out to you guys is the role of the side chick or the side woman. Honestly, I don't really get why this side woman is acting out in this way, speaking about, she was, or Davido was gossiping or, bashing his wife, talking about the death of his child. I honestly don't get why she has put that out on social media for all of us to see, why she feels that she needs to expose Davido, because I think, she knew what, potentially, in my opinion, I think she knew what she was getting herself into, and she knew what she was doing. Honestly, guys, I think Davido is that big of a superstar that whenever you, basically meet up with him, or not meet up with him, but whenever you get the opportunity to meet him, talk with him, or even when he max on you, you're always pretty well aware of the fact that this man is married. So she went into a situation where she knew that there was another woman, a wife, and she proceeded to sleep with that man while she was sleeping with that man and having sexual intercourse, all of these things. She never felt the need to expose Davido. She never felt the need to, speak about the fact that, he's been speaking about the wife and the child. She never ever was feeling empathetic for the situation with the child and the wife, because obviously at that point she was still reaping benefits from her alleged relationship with Davido. So honestly, I don't really put much credibility on what she's doing right now. I think it's the wrong way to go about things. I think definitely if she wanted to rant, she should have ranted privately to Davido, as they were also privately having sexual intercourse before all of this blew up. So obviously she's the one, I think, that brought the news to the blogs. I think she spoke with Umapepandaba, but I do speak under correction. So to me, for her to rant this way and speak about, y'all are not going to see my tweets because they're protected, you better make sure you follow me, I think she said something along those lines, that just screams that she's trying to look for attention. And that she's obviously trying to milk this situation for whatever it is, because honestly, if you are very preoccupied, and if you've got your heart set on exposing someone, the first thing that's going to run to your mind is not follow me, because you're not going to see these tweets, right? Anyways, now Nigerians are catching smoke, because she's talking about Nigerian men in general as well, because of Davido's actions, which is honestly so sad. Lastly, I just want to address the situation with the wife, Chioma. As women, we tend to stick with men who cheat on us. I think we stick even more if those men are our husbands, purely because we don't want to leave marriages, and also because for some women, they stick for financial reasons. They know that they wouldn't be able to afford certain privileges if they weren't with this person. I think that is the case for Chioma as well. Please do correct me. I do speak under, correction. But for me, the mere fact that she says this man, Davido, has allegedly 6 other baby mamas, it just proves that Chioma might have been aware of the fact that he's been cheating, but she chose to stay. So if someone is aware that their partner is cheating on them, or might potentially be cheating on them, and they choose to stay for whatever reason that is, obviously we have to feel sorry, we have to be human, we have to be empathetic when it comes to such situations. But to what extent? To what extent do we say, you also had the choice to leave this man, but you chose to stay for whatever reason that you chose to stay, you know? Honestly, this is such a sad situation. I wish strength to Chioma, the wife, you know, because even though you decided to stay with your cheating husband or not, you know, it doesn't make the situation right. It doesn't make cheating right. It doesn't excuse Davido's actions. It doesn't excuse what Anita is doing, cheering her up on social media. Imagine the audacity. But I just want to say, yeah, strength to her. Honestly, guys, men, please take a lesson from this. Whenever you're with your side chick, you know, your concubines or whatever you choose to call it, please try to refrain from especially speaking about your personal private issues, especially those that pertain to your marital affairs, your marital troubles, and your children. If you must cheat and you absolutely cannot keep it in your pants, at least, you know, give or afford your wife, your family, your children, even yourself the decency of not including them in your entanglements. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was what I wanted to speak about. Tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next upload. Goodbye, lovely.